You know them people that you can't tell them anything about your next move. You gotta literally confuse them with your next move because you already know that they're gonna use whatever it is that you have planned next. And we call them swagger jackers. Okay? That's what we call them. Peace and blessings, everyone. Peace and blessings to the universe. All praises go to the Most High. Ashe, ashe, ashe. If you are if you are new to my channel, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. Also hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified every time I post a video. Yes, my name is Queen. So I am Queen Ashe. So these swagger jackers, we call anyone a swagger jacker that comes and steals an idea or something that we put together, okay? Something that we planned, an idea that we had. That's a swagger jacker. And these swagger jackers are also known as monitoring spirits, okay? That's why you don't go around telling everybody your next move. You don't go around telling everybody everything you do. Start biting your tongue, not literally, but just like the Bible says, start biting your tongue, not literally. Some things aren't meant to be said. Some things are just meant to be seen. And we have all been in a situation where we just went, or we're having a good time, or we feel comfortable around somebody and we're telling them too much. It's been times where I've had to stop myself, especially when someone keeps asking you questions. If they're not asking you, hey, how are you doing? What do they really want, right? If they're not asking you how your day been, what do they really want? But they're asking you where you work at, what's the name of it. They're asking you what car you drive. They're asking you where you live. They're asking you all kind of personal questions, okay? And if you say you have a new project, they want to know what that is too. It could be something so simple as an outfit that you choose. And these monitoring spirits, they always going to try to beat you to it. But they can't beat you to it if there's nothing to monitor, right? There's nothing to beat you to if you stand 10 toes down. Once you slip, don't slip again. We live and learn from our lessons, right? That's why we're chosen ones for starseeds, because we can take correction and we can also give correction. I remember I told someone about I wanted to write a book. And I was like, how do you write a book? And this person I thought, I could look up to, that I could trust, that I could take advice from. This person told me to go Google it. So I took that as a low blow. I'm like, okay, I'm not going to ask this person nothing again, okay? Because me, I'm very tech savvy, okay? I'm very tech savvy. I don't really need anyone to help me how to figure out how to write a book. I just thought that person was the one that I could go to, right? And so years later, I saw this person writing a book. So it made me go back to my childhood. And I had a cousin that wanted to do everything that I wanted to do. If I wanted to be in tap and ballet, she wanted to be in it too. It made me not want to be in tap and ballet. So my mom, she took me out. My mom didn't even try to understand why I didn't want to do it. It's like she's doing everything I want to do. If I say I want to cheer, she's gonna go and do that. I'm like, I want to do something by myself. But what I learned from that, you still continue to do what you want to do because remember, it was your idea in the first place. Okay? So don't let them discourage you from doing it because I wouldn't want to go back, but if I was back then, I would have went on and did tap and ballet because I loved it. I would have been expressing myself. I would have went and did other things because I would have been expressing myself. Boy, if we know a lot of things that we didn't know then what we know now, we would have changed it, right? Okay, so yeah, you don't let them discourage you from doing what you do. Because just because they do what you do, it does not mean they're going to succeed the way that you succeed. That's not God's plan for them. That's God's plan for you. Okay? When we told people our prophecy, I lied to y'all not. God is my witness. If we went and bought a scratch off, they were going by scratch offs. If we went to do anything, if we started anything, they did it too, okay? If we got a new vehicle, they were going to get a new vehicle. And you think the people that you would consider to be doing better than you at the moment, you would think that they wouldn't be studying you. But, oh yeah, monitoring spirits, okay? Them swagger jackers. You got to watch them. You got to watch. You got to watch. I shame. Because what does the deceiver come to do? The devil comes to steal, kill, and destroy. The devil want to destroy your happiness. Yep, that's all. So anything that you plan to do, get it situated first. Let it happen. You know how you go to a concert, they don't show you what they're doing. They don't show you what their performance before you get there. You don't see any of their performance until you get there and sit down, right? And then you're able to see their performance. Because if you were able to see their performance before, anybody could have been a swagger jacker, okay? They could have stole their dance moves, their singing, anything. And that's real. Monitoring spirits. Monitoring spirits. I don't like being monitored. When I have someone listening too hard, it freaks me out. And it makes my spirit want to just run away. Because I'm like, what are you listening so hard for? I'm like, what do you want to know this so bad for? Like, what do you want to know so bad for? Okay. And then, especially when people start asking odd questions and they don't know that you read and you already know why they asking you that. You already know the purpose of them asking you that. And you like, then you got to start rebuking and monitoring spirits. Okay. So, yeah, you keep You keep them squares out your circle and you keep your circle thin, like keep your circle small. Don't let just anyone step inside that circle, because it could be one person coming to tear everything down. Stay focused, okay? Stay focused. Ashe, ashe, ashe. These demonic spirits can evil. I mean, I say evil. Yes, they are evil, but they can even travel through phones, okay? They travel through energy because it's energy. They already tapped all the way in. They already living in between realms, these monitoring spirits. You sit on the phone with them, and then when you get off the phone with them, everything you just told them, you start to see things just going south for you, like downwards. Yeah, you start to see things going downwards. And you're like, what is going on? You're telling people too much. If you don't ever worry about, well, we don't worry, no wahala. If you're not ever concerned about a person that keeps asking you too many questions, then that's a problem. That is a problem, because you gotta use discernment. A normal person is not gonna come up to you and ask you all these questions. They're not gonna wanna come and watch your every move. Like, this is really real. And then monitoring spirits can also be sent as tokens such as animals, okay? Bugs. Yes. And you like, why do I keep seeing this thing? Why do I keep seeing this bird? You know what I'm saying? Because this bird is monitoring you, because this thing is monitoring you. That's why we don't speak in the air. We don't speak loud in the air about things that we're ready to manifest. We hold it until it's clear, until we're able to see it clearly. Okay. Mm, boy, and I love this Saratoga water. Hold up, y'all. Give me a second. Oh, that was beautiful. Okay, give me a second, y'all. I'm about to wrap this up. So, So, if you have these monitoring animals, these monitoring bugs, what do? You better start setting those things out to get them to go away. Hello? You better go put out some bird seeds. You go feed them, and they'll leave. They'll leave you alone. These monitoring spirits. Y'all remember when I used to, like, I think it was a month ago, a few weeks ago, and those cats kept coming by my door. Little shapeshifters, okay? That's why I call them. Kept coming by my door, and it sounded like they were talking. And so I started rebuking, okay, in the mighty name of Yahweh. I started rebuking them, okay? Like, I couldn't even feed them nothing. It seemed like one of my kids had left the screen door open. It seemed like one of them tried to open it with their paw or something. Like, they try to get in here. I'm like, oh, no, no, no. I'm like, go ahead now. We used to pull up, and they would be sitting on our porch in our chairs until we got ready to step on the porch. They'll run off, but they'll come back at night. And my oldest daughter, she started talking to them. I'm like, don't talk to them. I said, don't talk to them cats. I'm like, no, no, no. You know better. Don't talk to them cats. So she stopped talking to them. I had to explain everything all over again. It took them cats a while to go. But you know how life be lifing? Started lifing. Life started, life started, throwing those. What can I say? It was, life wasn't throwing stones, but we were dodging them, okay? And life was life, and life is always life, and life is just going to do what it's going to do. And you just got to trust the process because you are not the creator, you are not the source. So you just got to trust the process. But yeah, things got a little weird for a second. And then those cats, I started praying more. I started anointing my place more. And I watched those cats disappear. I have not seen those cats. I haven't seen them in about a week, I guess. I'm not sure because I don't really go outside. I want to, and I will soon, but yeah, I don't really go out there to see if these cats are around, and I'm pretty sure I would definitely hear them because they talk better than, they talk better than a baby, honestly. And I'm like, what the heck? So anyway, monitoring spirits like that, you cannot feed them. You best rebuke those, okay? But if it's just birds, yeah, you give them some bird seeds and you pray, and you pray, okay? So keep it to yourself. Hold it tight. If you gotta write it down, write it down. I always tell you this, write it down. Because sometimes we have to write it down just to hold our peace. And once you close that book, that cover, you close that book that you wrote in, you're sealing the deal. The universe got you. The Most High won't ever leave you astray. So just remember that. Stop telling people your ideas and just do it. Don't ask someone else, is this right for me or not? You go to the Most High, that source, you ask Him and watch it manifest. Watch it manifest so quick when you keep your mouth closed, when you bite your tongue. Not literally, okay? Not literally. That's just a figure of speech, a metaphor. So, I am Queen Ashe. You have a great day or night wherever you are. I'll be back with another video soon. One love, and thank you to all my supporters. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe.